I'm here with my main man Oreo, my best buddy, favorite trainee right now, and the competition is pretty fierce. Say what's up, you little piggy? You little piggy! I don't know, you gotta look at his other videos, he was so fucking crazy. I guess he was highly reactive with his owners. He hasn't really displayed much of that with me. Once he got over his week of, you know, just being fucking afraid and crazy and aggressive. But we have a good relationship established, so we're good now. I mean, we'll see. I'm sure I'll make some mistakes, but he has faith in me and he trusts me. But what I mean by that is something very specific. I said this to a client. She said she kind of got offended. She's like, "Well, why does he trust me?" I'm like, "No, you don't get it. It means something very specific relative to dogs, especially reactive dogs, fear biters. What I'm talking about is trusting your leadership. And in order for a dog, or reactive dog in particular, to trust your leadership, they have to feel that you have control over three things. Okay, the first thing you have to have control over is them. So if they feel like, all right, if I go out of bounds, like he's going to check me, he's going to be fair about it, he's going to let me know what he wants me to do, he's going to communicate clearly, and he's going to protect me from myself sometimes. I think intuitively on some level they understand that when you give them the structure and all that stuff and lead them. The other thing is your environment, and this is probably the most important thing with these guys. I stress walking on the left all the time if your dog's in heel, so he's against the wall of the street. Everything's to one side of you and you're blocking it, or if you get them to switch sides, then it would just be the opposite. If they're at the stage of training where they can go on the right and left. Situational awareness, just in general, where you sit your dog on at intersections, not keep protecting their space. Dogs, their space needs to be protected, and that's your job. They're doing, you're asking a lot of your dog. You can't protect your dog from getting his snout invaded by some asshole's, hyperactive golden retriever. And the guy just thinks all dogs are supposed to be like that. Well, you're not doing your job. I've kicked dogs that were off leash that approached dogs of mine before, both that were dog aggressive and not. Kicked him in the face, hard. While my dogs were on leash, they were off leash. They came around and up. Boop. Sorry. that's just the way it is. You're invading their space, and I ask a lot from my dogs, and that's not fair. If you were a person in the street, someone came running up to you like that, you'd fucking headbutt them if you're a certain personality type. If you're more the passive-aggressive type that seems to pervade the culture today, you'd maybe call the police or write an email. I'd handle it differently. Regardless, you gotta protect the space. It's not fair to them, the shit we do. Oh, can I pet the dog? No, he'll bite you. How about that? Get the fuck out of here. Control your environment. Put them in a good position physically all the time. Pay close attention to it. You're all right, buddy. Be aware of triggers, your surroundings. Pay attention. Don't let idiots and idiots' dogs come up and approach you. Protect their physical space. Okay, so that's controlling your environment. It's largely about avoidance, and remaining attentive. Last thing you get control is yourself, which is why I can kick the dog example. I only kick the dog and not the owner. All right, you got to be able to control your emotions. So for me, that means not flipping out on people sometimes, just walking away. Other people, it means not learn to control your fear better, your anxiety, whatever. There's going to be something there you got to control, and you got to do it on behalf of the dog. There's a baby on board. Right? So you got to make sure the baby doesn't get squished by cars, doesn't get eaten by predators, and isn't put in a bad situation. And you can't feel guilty about it, you can't feel pity, and you can't feel fear or anger. That's it. You try to stay neutral and zen-like. It's not always possible. No one has an infinite reservoir of patience either, but you do your best. You got to control yourself, and that's the last part of the equation. You do those three things: control, show the dog you can control him, you can control the environment, you can control yourself. They're gonna trust you in a canine way, not in a human trust kind of way. It's because they're looking for leadership. And that's how you give it to them.